Hey, so now I'm here because I can't seem to understand why people lie to each other. I mean, life never teaches us to lie. And if my brothers and my sisters or my fellow niggas or my fellow chicks understand the value of telling truth, they would understand the value of not lying. Now, people lie for some of the stupidest things, and they blame it on the world that we in. Everybody say that the world that we in is corrupt and is sinful. Now, life does not force us to lie. We choose to tell a lie. Life does not choose us to be deceitful, but we choose to. Life in itself is good. That's what people fail to understand. I see pastors and I see popes and I see all these people on stages and they tell people that, well, I'm not perfect, but I sure will try to be. Because we all live born in sin and fall short. I say that's an excuse for not being perfect. Why do we lie? Why do we steal? Why do we cheat? Why do we rob? Why do we deceive? See, in the natural realm of communication itself, which is telepathy, and everybody knows about telepathy, nobody talks about it. Because if you talk about it, then you're a crazy person. Is that people have this spiritual connection and are connected so much in the spiritual and still not realizing how special they are. When you're put in a position whereby, alright, you did something wrong, and you're gonna get punished for it. Your conscience stepped in and say, alright, tell the truth. And then you know what you do? You stifle that conscience to tell a lie because you feel that that lie is going to save you. Who does it save you from? Does it save you from yourself? Does it save you from your own conscience? Nah, it saves you from a mere man like yourself who would also tell a lie. So in the long run, it does not save you. It makes you fearful. Doing something wrong and fearing the outcome of what is it you do. See, you lie. You want some money. You don't really want that person to know exactly what is it that you're going through. So you go to them and you be like, maybe you need the money for a health reason, but you don't want to feel, too small to that person. You're already going to them, but you don't want to feel like, so you go to them and you fabricate the story and you tell them and hoping they give you that money. And it happens, and then you walk away feeling good, knowing that you've told a lie. Did you catch that? You feel good knowing that you tell a lie. The amount of value of telling the truth there's no money on earth can pay for it. There's no acceptance from people that can pay for it. There's not amount of attention that can pay for it. There's not enough women that could pay for it. There's not enough men that could pay for it. There's not enough earthly things that could pay for you telling the truth. Because that is some of the reasons people lie. For acceptance, for value of money, for attention, for women, for sex, material stuff. That's what we lie. And we say it's because we're in a world or we're in a position where we have to lie. Lie is a choice, man. When you lie, you choose to lie. And I like to just drift off of lie just a little bit. Last night I got into a bus. I'm going to use myself as an example. I got into a bus. I got into this bus and I was on my phone and I was texting someone. Right, I was voice noting them. And we was talking about this burger that I bought and how small it was. So we were making fun. Now everybody in the bus is kind of offended from the way I talk, because they say I'm not from here, so they finna be offended like just by my speech. So a woman came in, she sat next to me, and I can feel her presence just looking at me. But she was not saying nothing. She did not even say good night. So I turned to her and I said, "Good night, mom. It seems like I saw you looking at me like you know me." She turned and she looked at the guy at the back, and she turned back and looked at me, and B was like, "Nah, I just saw you talking to yourself, and I thought you was mad or going crazy." Now, that's how we act, and my reaction to her was, "No, mom, no, man, I'm not." Sometimes talking to yourself is actually good. And she be like, let me see if I can recall what she said. I said, "No, it's not mine." She said, "What it is? What was it then?" And then there was another woman in front of her also jumped in and said, "So what is it?" And none of them could comprehend that I was on the phone. So they was like, "What do you call it?" And I explained to them that I was on the phone talking to somebody. And I told her, I said, "Man, it's wrong for you to judge somebody just by looking at them like that. You at least could have said good night, hey, what's up, how you doing, and find out what is it that they're talking to themselves about instead of label them as a mad person." Now, when I showed her that, or I said that to her, she was like, "Boy, we are born into this world," and that kind of just got to me, because she was, like twice older than me. So if the older folks ain't educated about the world they live in and have no idea or no knowledge of the world of truth, and all of this communication that we got, telepathy, and they're not in touch with the spiritual side of them to leave the world and be in truth and be positive, then how are the young ones going to learn? Because here I'm being the young one now and teaching her, and the entire bus now is trying to pick up on a topic that she dropped, that we born into this world and we just got to go along. So I was like, "No, you don't have to go along with the world. You can choose to be different." The woman in front of me asked me why. Because I said choice is something that we choose to do. We choose to label someone or comprehend someone when we don't understand them. We label them. And she couldn't come to the term of having her conscience be corrected. So she keep holding on to that mistake that she did, trying to suppress my truth so that she can have her understanding or her way of thinking or her morals or her knowledge cover mine. Even when she know what I'm saying is true, she still can't bring her conscience to admit it. That's how lie is. She was lying to herself to cover up for where her wrong was. I had no problem with correcting her. I just saw that as an opportunity for me to share knowledge with some people that do not understand it. Because it doesn't matter where you are in this world, people always going to label you as something that you not is or is not you. And they wouldn't want to be corrected, especially if they already laid you out in public. Because the thing is, she didn't have already brought a whole lot of persons from the bus into the conversation and trying to suppress me in the corner like I was crazy. Even when I'm hitting her with all this knowledge, and she's still hitting me with, we born into a world where it's corrupt and we born into sin. Everybody use that as an excuse. Do you say your prayers in the morning? Why do you say your prayers in the morning? To help you to be strong for the temptations of the world. That's why the Bible said, "Be not of the world, nor the things of it." And all the world is going to give you, because that energy that we put out there, telepathy or telepathically, it's negative. Our thoughts is negative. Our music is negative. Our movies, our pictures. So there's more of a negative energy out there than a positive one. The negative things are easy to come by. The positive ones you have to choose. The negative things draws you in, while the positive things is far away from you, so you have to battle to get it. And sometimes the negative is so easy to grasp that we just hold on to it. So I just started, I would touch on the topic on lying, because when you lie, you stifle your conscience. And when you stifle your conscience, it messes you up for life. There's an old saying, when you tell one lie, you have to tell a million lies to cover that one lie. All the time, you just messing yourself up and stifling your conscience. Your conscience is there to guide you. That's what a lot of people do not know. Your conscience is there to tell you truth from false. But if you stifle it with all the negative stuff, then you cannot be in connection with your own conscience. So you cannot be in connection to telepathically or physically verbal communication with anybody, because you already didn't stifle your own conscience. So if someone brought truth to you, you will prefer that lie, because it's easier to accept. So y'all better get with it.